Happy 4th of July from Kitchen Counter Crafts. Hello and welcome to Kitchen Counter Crafts. If you like this video, would you please like, comment, share, and subscribe? I don't know if you heard the pow in the back of my intro, but it is 4th of July. So happy 4th of July. I was doing some party poppers outside, so I thought I'd bring in my trash. And then I also was thinking about making some fireworks, like not making them, but painting them. And I'm always looking for ways to use up samples. And because of my lovely friends at the Pen Club, Oklahoma City Pen Club, they freely give away the samples that they're not using. So I've amassed a small fortune in samples. And sometimes when they get to the wee bottom, I actually use them for painting. So without further ado, I want you to go and grab your crayons. Yep, we're going to be playing with crayons, and grab your samples and a couple of just cheapy paintbrushes. They don't have to be any artist grade or anything like that. And so just making sure which one that is. And this goes to the blue. There we go. All right, we're going to sort all this out. So I am using candy cane red, and I believe it is Diamine. Yes, from Van Ness. And then I am also using some of my Noodler's Violet, and I am using a Waterman Blue, although I could use any of these samples. It kind of doesn't matter. So colors are entirely up to you, but I do recommend using just a couple of light colored crayons, especially yellow and white, and you're going to see white. So if you're not an artist, don't fret, because this is actually super easy to do. And I'm going to show you, so you're literally not going to see anything for the first part. So just bear with me. And I'm going to get these out of the way so I can actually write around the camera. There we go. You will need some water as well. And so the first thing you're going to do is just draw tiny little dots. 3, I'll do maybe some here and one there. One there. Okay, I'm going to do a bunch of them. And with these tiny little yellow dots, what you're going to do is make like a spider, but only towards the top. I can hear the fireworks going off behind me, which is so cool. We live out in the country, and you're allowed to shoot off fireworks, so it's great fun. We are doing our fireworks on another night, but not tonight because I have to go to work in the morning. So the other thing I'm doing is just a little bit of yellow dots, just randomly placed. All right, so we're done with the yellow. And oh, you can actually see that on the camera. That's great because it's hard to see here. I don't know why. If you want to do another color, you can add that in here a little bit. Just gonna add it to a few. Put that one away. Now, the star of the show is white, and if you don't have a white crayon, you can actually use a candle. And this is a watercolor technique. It's called Resistance. Or Resist, actually. And what I'm doing is making some little tiny stars. No clue where I'm placing them. And I'm also going to make some white dots kind of inside the firework area. They don't have to be perfect. Now that you've done some dots all the way around, you're going to actually, I'm going to start here so I know where I'm going. And you're going to make your fireworks kind of bigger with the white, and then in the front you're going to bring them way like further down, because when they explode they kind of go up but mostly they fall down. Hopefully this is going to make sense in just a moment. And not like straight lines out. Don't remember if I did that one. All right, that's it. No clue what that looks like, but we're just gonna go for it. So the first color I'm going to do is red. And what you wanna do is get some water on the brush, and then you can either dip it inside or just grab a dot and put it around your firework. You can already see some of this resist happening, and so I'm going like this, but really what I want to do is pull this out so that they look like flowers, because they really do look like flowers. And hopefully it'll be fairly easy because you have a lot of like crayon resist happening anyway. So literally I'm just taking my brush and I'm making like a star around the firework. I'm gonna zoom out a bit. Okay, and then that was red. Trying not to get my paintbrushes mixed up. And the other thing you wanna do is I'm gonna actually not dip this in here. Try not to dip your paintbrushes back into the bottles, because if you're using bottles, if you're using samples, no big deal. This is Murasaki Shikibu. And reason why is you're gonna get bits of crayons into your ink bottles. We don't wanna do that because we are using inks ultimately for fountain pens. So again, it's kind of good to do this with the inks that you're not utilizing for fountain pens. And maybe if you're just kind of at the bottom of the barrel, or you hate the ink, right? If you don't think you're going to use it, then dip away. But if you think you're going to use that ink, then I would say don't do that, because you do have the crayon happening. Okay, so now I'm gonna let this dry and I'll be right back. Okay, most of it's dry to the touch. It's still kind of damp, but this is not watercolors, it's actually inks. And I wanna just show you, there's all kinds of white crayon sediment on my paintbrush, and again in the ink, and definitely in the water. I can see sediment floating. So again, you don't wanna put paintbrushes, especially after you're doing this, into ink bottles that you plan on using for your fountain pen. So I dip my brush into the water and then into the ink, and I'm just gonna make this. Look at that. Isn't that fun? So seriously, this is where all the magic happens, and that is when you add that contrast color and everything comes to life. It's so great. Ooh. Let's add a little bit more blue just to make them wake up. All right, and all the stars are coming to life as well. It gives it a little bit of depth. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed that, and if you would, give it a like. And by the way, the inspiration for this video was from Mochaccino, and I will put the link to her watercolor channel. And she was inspired by yet another person, and that's just how it goes. But I wanted to make this with fountain pen inks instead of watercolors or any other paints, just because I have so many well, I do have watercolors, but I have so many ink samples, and I just thought it'd be kind of fun to do that. So with that, I hope you have a happy 4th of July, or if you're watching this over New Year's, have a happy New Year and enjoy making fireworks, whatever you're celebrating. And again, if you would subscribe to my channel, I would love that. Until next time, bye.